Flaming hello everybody and welcome back to another sketching process video. Today I will keep filling my tiny A5 Canson sketchbook, which I felt in love with completely. I mean, it's a lovely format, it is small, which allows me to create sketches super fast, and I like to make fast sketches. Today I will work with a mix of tempera and gouache, and also with markers. I will not comment in a detailed way on my process today. It's going to be pretty typical, and instead of this, I wanted to talk with you about a pretty difficult topic that's been on my mind lately. I just can't get rid of these thoughts. Maybe it's time to share some of them with you, and maybe they will disappear, I hope. Well, I don't even know what I should start with. Recently, I came across one video on YouTube called something like How to Be a Wealthy Artist or something like this. And it triggered me a lot, surprisingly. Sometimes when I see some kind of these videos about making money with your art and being a wealthy artist and being a successful artist, this type of videos, I think you know this type of videos. So when I see them in my recommendations, sometimes I watch these videos with a thought that they truly might be helpful. You know, industry is changing, everything is changing, maybe there are some potentially new niches that I can try or new ways to make money, and I watch these videos with these thoughts that they truly can be useful for me. And at the same time, majority of them, according to my personal experience, are pretty discouraging. Well, coming back to the video I mentioned at the beginning, I think I will not leave a link to it. I don't want to, kind of critique it fully. I just want to talk about things that triggered me in it, and maybe it will resonate with you. The main point of this video was something like that. Selling your art directly, whether it is in original paintings you sell or client commissions, something like this, can't make you really wealthy, because it is limited by your personal resources and your time, etc. And instead of this, you can concentrate on teaching and making YouTube videos, because these things can bring you some sort of passive income. Even while you sleep, you can make money, blah blah blah. Unlucky for me, I came across this video during the moment when I was sure I want to open my online shop where I will send my original canvas paintings, and yeah, it was pretty discouraging. I mean, of course, there were some rational thoughts in this video, and I clearly understand the concept of limitation. For example, if you're an artist who sells your paintings, or if you're a ceramic artist who create your ceramics with your hands, of course you're limited with the amount of products you can make, because your time is limited and your abilities are limited. I can't say it is not a scalable business model, but yes, of course, it is a little bit harder to make it scalable. But when I heard that teaching and YouTubing were brought up in this video as a better alternative, my first thought was, what the fuck? This video is sponsored by my Patreon. Here are some things you can find there. Color exploration posts for your inspiration, tutorials, my textured brush set for Procreate, long process videos, digital art prints, exclusive sketches, and more. I would be happy to see in my tiny creative community. There's no pressure, of course. Thank you so much for your attention, and now let's get back to the video. The name of the video was How to Be a Wealthy Artist, not a wealthy teacher or a wealthy videographer. I will be honest with you, it pissed me off a little bit, and I started filtering and arguing this information based on my personal experience. Let's think about this together. Teaching is not made for every artist. Teaching is not made for every person. And even if you're a great and very skilled artist, it doesn't mean that you will be a good teacher. I don't know, teaching requires talent for teaching in the first place and explaining things, and it is a huge responsibility. Moreover, even if you're good at it and if you're capable to create something good, some good teaching product, you need to perceive it very seriously as a full-time job. You need to advertise it constantly, to promote it, to find new audience, new students. When you become teacher, even in art niche, who are you in the first place? You're a teacher or you're an artist? And of course, if you want to succeed in it, you need to contribute majority of your time, I believe, not to making art, but to creating teaching products, to promoting it, etc., etc., etc. Because it is not enough to create even a good product. You need to promote it very actively to get to any result. Sometimes even following on social media, if you have decent following on social media, it doesn't convert into sales, it doesn't convert into money just in a moment. And I can say it as a person who has I can't say huge following on Instagram, but I have like normal following medium following on Instagram, and I need to say that it is not that easy to be noticeable even if you have following, and it is not that easy to sell your products basically to your audience. Now let's talk about YouTube a little bit. It made me smile when I heard it. Likewise with teaching, not every artist likes filming and editing. In order to make decent money with YouTube, you need to have thousands of subscribers and thousands of views, ideally, of course. And it is not that easy and it is not that fast. Believe me, as an owner of a pretty small YouTube channel, it took me a lot of time and a lot of effort to get to a point where I could monetize my channel. My main point is that it can happen, it cannot happen. It can take you 1 month, it can take you 2 years, and there is no guarantee that you will be able to make money with YouTube. And it takes a lot of patience in the first place. I believe if you want to have some result, for example, with YouTube, it is fucking full-time job. Which is what I still can't do. And don't get me wrong, I don't say that it is impossible. Of course, everything is possible. But again, if you think about this from the perspective of being an artist, it is not only about making art. It is about sitting for days in your studio, or I don't know where you're going to sit. It is about filming for days and editing and uploading and again and again and again, and it is video production is super time consuming. Sorry for my rambling and for all these chaotic thoughts, and probably there will be no conclusion. I decided to talk about it because it happens pretty often that various experts online advise artists to be anyone else but not artists, to make, real money. And I see it very often recently. At the same time, even if partly they are right and they may be reasonable, things they advise can be very controversial, and I believe that they can discourage a lot of people, and I believe these motivational videos can also have the opposite result for people who are watching them. I'm definitely not a person who will give you, a good financial advice. I'm here not for this. because my creative path has been always filled with ups and downs and constant change in my strategies and lack of stability. For example, this year a lot of my business creative plans didn't work out at all for different reasons. And you know what? This is okay, this is life. I mean, real life. If you feel discouraged sometimes, first of all, know that you're not alone. And this is okay to be discouraged. This is okay to experience some failures. This is just fine. The incredible success that you can see online on Instagram or on YouTube, basically it can be fake. Secondly, I would recommend you to be cautious with every advice you see online, and you don't need to listen to me too, by the way. If it doesn't resonate with you, that is totally fine. As an expert, because I have a YouTube channel, I'm an expert. I know the secret key to your success, no matter what you do. Honestly, without any sarcasm. This is something that really works, I believe. Just be passionate about what you're doing, because if you're passionate about something, it makes you happy, and that's the main thing. No matter what, even if it doesn't bring you all the money in the world, even if it is not that scalable and profitable niche, but if that is something that really brings you happiness, I don't know, I think that it is worth to keep doing what you do. So no one asked, but here are my thoughts I wanted to share with you today on this topic. And I don't know, I just feel that that's something important to discuss. If you have some thoughts on this topic, please don't hesitate to write them in the comments. I would be happy to know what you think about it, and maybe we can continue this discussion, because of course probably there is no right and wrong approach. All in all, I believe even when you switch from making art as a hobby to a real job, it can be harmful for your creative spark. Because from this moment you need to take it seriously as a real business, as a real full-time job. And even if your niche is connected to making art directly, starting from the point you're making money with your art, you're not only artist anymore. You're not only artist, you're supposed to be, in order to be more successful, to be a social media manager, promoter, advertiser, content creator, accountant, etc., etc., etc. The thing that I see online that not that many people like to talk about this, and not that many people prefer to talk about how difficult it is, truly difficult. And I understand why people buy stories of success better, because that is something that attracts people. But I don't know, there is a real life and it is slightly different. Well, I think I need to wrap up. Maybe a bit later we need to talk about the concept of success and the concept of a successful artist, because I have something to say about it too. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like it, to subscribe, and maybe even to write a comment. It would be lovely. Special thanks to my wonderful patrons. I love you guys, you're the best. See you in the next video. Bye bye.